Drow. Bear Rider can maybe own... Bear Rider is pretty good against Ursa. Pretty good against Y1 too. Maybe could be a good option here.
Oh, they banned out the Huskar. They were on a similar line of logic as we had. Protect that TA mid.
There's still heroes that can beat TA in the lane though. I feel like maybe like a Benno.
Yeah, but then they just have a Venom. Like as a Huskar, I feel like it's more threatening.
Yeah, true.
All right, so looking for a
10 seconds remaining.
I guess what you want to call the off laner here.
Windrunner.
5 seconds remaining.
Windranger. Possible option. I mean, I mentioned Bear Rider because I know Bear Rider is one of Sam H's favorite heroes. What other range hero is Mirana? Oh, Mirana's ban. Punk was also a pretty good ban. I think Windrunner's decent. Bear Rider is decent. Windrunner will be stronger in the lane. But Bear Rider is like, I think more useful later with their lineup.
Do you want to pick Bat Rider into the silencer?
Yeah, it can be.
Blink in and you get global.
It's kind of annoying against that.
Yeah.
But I think Bear Rider is like synergized well with their lineup. They need like initiator and it's good against the like grabbing the Ursa later or grabbing the Wyvern because these are the heroes that you need to target out in the fights early, or even like when you go to the later parts of the game, even though he's annoyed by the global silence, but you can always find the silencer. It's not that difficult for Bear Rider to fly around and look for the silencer.
Okay, they're gonna go for Pugna, which gives you the defensive save against Ursa with the Crep. Also puts Winter Wyvern into a little bit of pressure if she's trying to heal people with the Cold Embrace. Easy damage setup. So a nice roundabout, because what I like about the Pugna final pick is it gives them quite a bit of magic damage to work with in conjunction to the physical right click of Drow and TA.
That is true.
Really nice way to round out the draft.
5 seconds remaining.
VP.
So, what they're gonna decide what lanes, what hero.
Well, and what roles? We still don't know what roles. Like if Kunga's the core, Wyvern's the core, Silencer's the core.
I'm not sure if how's the lane like Kunkka against TA. So, with that in mind, I'll probably have like the Kunkka as a position 4. Maybe with the I don't know. I'm really not sure about how they on the lane this. Maybe Kunkka and Wyvern together, and then Silencer Ursa on the safe lane. Then just pick another lane counter against the TA, someone that can lane really well.
I'm kind of thinking how VP is ever gonna push. Do you feel like this is one of those we're gonna just kill them and then take their towers kind of situation, so they don't necessarily have to pick a tower pusher? Or do you think they need to pick up tower pushing hero?
They can do that, but I feel like if they don't have that, they can still like play the game, like kill them repeatedly, and they have I feel superior team fight with the global plus the boat and the curse. So yeah, it's indeed going to be the Wyvern and the Kunkka on the off lane, the duo. And I mentioned earlier the PL is a really good counter towards the Drow Ranger, gap closer.
Yep.
And you have the illusions to deal with the Nether Ward, kill it easily. I think all in all, it's a pretty solid pick here to round up their lineup.
Who do you think's got the stronger lanes?
I'm not sure who wins the lane. Like I've never seen the TA against Ursa matchup. I'm not.
We're on
very
camera
sure.
again, by the way.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good,
bro.
Yeah, I'm not sure. TA versus Ursa. We saw Ursa winning it for the first couple of levels. And then TA took it over after she got traps and there wasn't a sentry in the mid lane. So also comes down to who's coming in for the gank. I feel like there's definitely a lot of.
But the
factors.
TA has the draw aura this game.
Yeah,
so.
she had the draw aura last time too.
Oh,
and she was winning there. So hard to say. Also, VP kind of one of the best teams in the world right now. So
yeah, I think overall, if TNC doesn't do well in the lanes, they're gonna find it difficult because their heroes are. This draw lineup is gonna get countered by the Wyvern, like we mentioned earlier, the curse. Then they have the PL to close the gap to remove the bonus damage from the draw.
Sure.
All these things, and the Ursa as well. They're all heroes that are really good against draw lineups.
We are into the game right now. Again, just to remind the viewers that are joining us, right now we have TNC versus VP. VP currently sitting at 4-2. TNC slightly worse at 3-3. The group stage is still quite young. There's still quite a bit of games left for all of the teams, but day 2 and day 3 are generally very important. Alright, well, here's what we're gonna do.
The mute.
The mute. I'm sorry. If you're into the chat wheels, I apologize. Apparently I can't mute. Well, we lost.
I think that works. I remember that works. No way.
Okay.
So into the game, the lanes, as I mentioned earlier, Silencer, PL, safe lane. It'll be up against the Pugna. Oh, Pugna plus Lion. So the IO is actually gonna go. Yeah, I guess IO lanes. IO with Pugna is a bit weird. They're gonna have a lot more kill potential with Lion plus the Pugna. This is gonna put more pressure on the PL. You don't want PL to get a good start this game because PL is a hard counter towards the Drow.
Yeah. You look at the amount of regen on the TNC safe lane. Trees everywhere. And Fairy Fire and South. I don't think they can actually really contest for this bottom rune without any stuns or...
They brought an extra hero here.
Ursa's gonna show up here as well. Yeah, VP's gonna get this rune. Meanwhile, top looks like Cuckoo picked it up. He might pay for it with his first blood. Oh, eat the big tango. One more hit. Oh, the illusion just timed out. Cuckoo still runs away. Solo looking for the curse. He might just lob it out in the fog. He'll hit, but
he's fine. He's gonna go back to base. But I think it's we talked about this yesterday. A lot of teams right now they're bringing out 3 heroes to actually secure lane's rune. Like the middle player, the mid laner is actually helping to secure the runes. What we saw here is TNC having their mid laner and just trying to block creeps, and they almost lost out in the rune battle.
Right.
I think this is going to be a thing where teams are going to try and prioritize a lot.
Well, as a result though, Armel has a superior block and is able to hit level 2. No one is in quite a bit of trouble right now. Has a salve, but...
I mean, like you mentioned, the early levels are TA favored.
No. Earlier, when Weehaw was playing at early level, it was Ursa favorite.
Oh, it was Ursa favorite.
Because he was able to walk up and start swiping, but after Armel got boots, or after Armel got boots, Weehaw had a lot more trouble.
But it is happening the other way around now.
Maybe he kind of learned how to match up, played it a little bit better now.
Maybe it was also because of the block, because he decided to block, and remember, like the Ursa went out to snatch the rune.
Uh-oh, Raven taking quite a bit of damage on the bottom side here, and the kills are coming through from the Wisp. Will it be enough? They popped the one salve. A very heavy survival, but Raven did survive through it.
They still have one more salve on the IO. So
and 2 Fairy Fire, so
he'll be okay in the lane right now. I mean, his job, they're not gonna like try to win this lane, they just need to survive this lane. This lane, they are trying to break even. They are counting on the top lane, the Pugna plus Lion lane to win, and obviously the mid lane as well, giving the aura. This is a lane VP wants to win.
So far they are at least doing a fine job keeping Raven down's CS down, but Drow Ranger has that really awkward CS animation early on. She'll pick up a lot more CS later on.
Double damage.
Pick up more stats as well, maybe more items to help him last hit. Wraith and then the Wraith Band. But so far, mid lane is, I think, still quite okay, quite even after that start where TA dominated.
Double damage, no one just threatening to take away all that refraction. No one still looking pretty good on the regen. We'll pop that last salve. Pretty kind of calm game so far.
Top lane, PL is still getting a decent amount of farm. This lane, TNC is not actually really winning this lane. This is, I think, worrisome for them. So far, Pugna is 8 CS, 4 denies, and PL is 11 to 4. I actually expected them to do much better in this lane and they have to draw aura. Oh yeah, because earlier the Lion had to go back to base.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that might actually be the reason, one of the reasons why.
Mid lane, no one. Fairy Fire pops. Barely survived. Need to continuously bring out salve. This lane is looking atrocious for no one.
In CS wise, I think it's okay, but
yeah, he's spending money on salve though.
But it's just that because he's buying a lot of regen items.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't kill the TA, it means that in the battle wall of attrition, he's just gonna lose out.
I think TA is gonna hit level 6 earlier as well. The traps is starting to come in play eventually.
Yep. And it's gonna be difficult for Ursa to sneak in a Roche because that's TA in the game.
Yeah.
Which is a a big fundamental part about this hero. You need to get a early Roshan so that you can snowball. Bottom lane, Drow is, I mean, still doing alright here so far, 14 CS, and he actually has more CS than Pasha. So TNC is actually doing better in the safe lane, but worse on the off lane. I look at the heroes.
The two lanes that both teams want to win, it's kind of the opposite. We're not winning those lanes. But.
And mid lane is kind of like the TA is good. Even though the CS is close, but TA is winning overall because he's also spending a lot of his gold on
my god. Careful with the deny.
Deny?
Oh! We saw this exact kill earlier by Armel denying and then splashing. You're gonna get her top lane, dropping very low. The Hex is gonna be there. Ramsey's also gonna go down. Right across the map, it's gonna be kills. TNC and Rune is spawning in 15. I do believe VP could still port in and challenge.
TNC is gonna try to grab forwards. They're moving the Drow. The Drow is coming to snatch.
Yeah, moving the Drow. This is normally peasant work for the support, but the cores are participating as well. Players at home, please take note.
Well, this is actually looking extremely good for TNC all of a sudden after those 2 kills. Yeah, winning all 3 lanes after that.
Oh, do you see this? On the mid lane, Armel got a sentry for himself to, well, do a sentry battle. But
yeah, you kind of expect the enemy to have a sentry.
Here comes a huge gank. Armel gonna be very close to Ursa. There's an X as well. Armel is absolutely dead. No teleport support. I say that though, Armel is just winning the man fight. He's gonna kill no one first, and then he might survive refraction in 2 seconds. Doesn't even need it. That's a 3-man gank. He survives, kills the enemy mid.
Amazing.
And then has a Sao, laughing his way to the bank right now.
He died to the trap damage, right?
Yeah, trap damage.
Gosh.
I mean, there was 4 traps in the mid lane, so that was rough.
This is gonna be a super farmed TA.
Yep. Top lane, Cuckoo running right at the PL. They have no mana for the Hex. Ramsey's.
I mean, that's the thing though. Now all 3 of the VP cores, they all don't have games. They all have like horrible laning phase. So who is gonna be stepping on the plate to get to at least get, you know, some map control back, try to make something happen? That's gonna be a very worrisome part because Wyvern is not
that type of core to take over. Yeah,
he wants other people to do stuff, and he sits in a lane and he reacts to things. You know, he wants to farm more.
Yeah. I think it was really no
Ursa
one.
Ursa is the one that you want to move, but because he's having such a bad game, then it's gonna be tough.
And it's looking rough. And let me tell you, TNC is not gonna sit around and give you time to come back with this Drow lineup.
Oh, top lane, they got a kill on the Lion there.
Okay.
Silencer, Curse, the slow from the Curse and the Lance.
Yep.
Getting the easy support kill. And +2 intelligence.
Ramsey running right in. Looks like meanwhile simultaneously Raven has dropped on the bottom side of the map. Sorry for missing that one. So it looks like that was just an X-Torn and Splinter Blast kill. And no one smoking to come south. Currently there's no trap.
Ramses, he got hacks up.
He should be okay. Yeah, he will jaunt away. And Ursa, again, still... Is that a solo smoke on the Ursa? I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Tim's gonna get X, and he is gonna get killed. Alright, so no one's definitely making things happen.
Yep. The Kunkka and the Ursa are the only ones that are able to move around and try to set up stuff. They have the damage and the disable to do that. So the rest of the heroes are gonna be just trying to focus more on farming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sam H putting a ton of pressure with his siege unit, and of course the Nether Blast.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep. Tower should be going down momentarily here for Sam H. He's gonna be able to claim the tower here, and
Top tower is under attack.
good use of the siege creep here, getting the tier 1. I mentioned it a few times in the current meta. That's really important to claim the offlane tower. Especially you see the rise in like picks on Brave King, because Brave King can do that very easily with the skeletons, and Pugna can also do it.
Alright, Winter. Apparently we just got a message that Twitch chat wants to hear the emotes. How do you feel about this?
It's up to you.
It's up to me.
You're the
all the power's on me. It's I'm not used to it with all this power. Alright.
With great power comes great
we'll try one of the teams unmuted, and we'll see how that goes. We'll ease into it.
Yep, Drow is going to hit level 6 fairly soon. That's gonna be a huge power spike for her teammates. So they have taken 2 tier 1s right now. So the tier 1 remaining is the Drow's lane, and Roshan will be open for the TA after
Great
this.
torrent here. That's going to hit on Raven, and they're going to dive. Gus pushing the Kunkka away. The Winter's Curse now forcing the IO hit. And I do believe that it's going to be... Oh, okay. Well, a little bit of heal here for Raven. He will die. Tim's now getting focused. He had a huge magic stick, but unfortunately his HP wasn't low enough where he could pop it for a big heal. He's not going to waste his stick here. Stick is actually like one of IO's most important regen items. And he'll go down as well. Pretty big kill on the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, this is how VP has to get back into the game. Get all these like small, big, important pickups on the course.
Yeah,
And try to claw their way back into the game. And maybe try to, you know, if possible, sneak a Roche. I think that would be something that you want to look out for if you are TNC.
And you were just saying that like VP don't really have the tools to make any comeback, right? So any kills that they get is huge.
I mean, they had the tools, but the tools had a bad style.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Alright, good D ward here. Realizing that the stacks are not happening.
At the end of the day, you still have to remember that their lineup is really good against TNC's lineup. There are heroes that are very good against the Drow. They can kill the TA with remove refraction with the PL illusions and whatnot. They just have to get their footing in this game, you know, stabilize the game, try not to bleed too many kills, don't lose too many towers, try to get as many items as they can. They have to just find a good fight. They have the better team fight lineup with the... Now they have the boat. They just need to wait for Solo to have his level 6, take a good clash, get a key kill, get 1 or 2 key kills, and they can get back into this game.
Roger.
And for TNC, they just need to keep the ball rolling, try to get the remaining tier 1 and the Roshan. Those are the 2 important objectives they have to claim. They have Death Soul, right? Death Soul is completed on TA.
She's working towards it, yeah.
Oh, she already has it on the career.
Okay. I'm surprised that there isn't a trap into the Roshan, but I guess he's saying, look, no one's not having a great game. There's not going to be an early Rosh. I imagine he'll put one once he has level 2 traps.
Yep, and Pasha just continuously pressuring the offlane, the wave of the offlane in, so forcing TNC to always constantly have to defend, so the PL has much more space to farm. Like, this is the way that you want to play the game right now, like create as much chaos on the other side of the map so PL can spend a lot more time and a lot more space to get his defusal.
Well, it's going to be TNC, 2-man smoke up here.
Yep, they want to push their advantage. They definitely want to get like 1 or 2 kills into Roche right now.
Deso is finished. Samage kind of baiting it out on the top lane.
They have both on Roger here.
Cuckoo is going to be the one leading the charge. They see the PL. The smoke is going to break here. And okay, Hex first. Jumps once.
Oh, he managed to trick him there. Oh, but he still got the real one.
Yeah. Where's the Hex? Where's the Hex? Oh no, the curse is going to come through. PL lives, and now Armel's on the run. There's a hatred on no one, I believe. He's going to X right back into the bolt. And all of a sudden, that TNC lead, very precious, it is gone. VP strikes right back.
That was a really big outplay by Ramses there, tricking the Lion into going on the wrong the wrong target, the illusion.
Wait, did he hex the wrong thing? I thought he saw.
He was chasing the wrong one. He was definitely chasing the wrong one because he was like moving one of the tankier illusion on to the right side, and Koku thought he was the real one. He was chasing that one.
So it gave them that extra bit of seconds to
and
react.
they were also playing around the shrine, so VP, they were able to react.
Very fast reaction by Pasha, yeah.
Good curse there, saving his buddy, and this is going to put TNC in an awkward spot because they just got the death, so they wanted to keep the ball rolling, and that move there halted their momentum a lot. So they can't afford to make another mistake like this.
Tim's gonna run right into the Kunkka, and Roger, easiest X torrent. Good attempt to tether out, but that's gonna be a +2 for Solo.
Oh, he's already at +10?
Yeah. He's been at the right places at the right time, dude. Although, for TNC, they're going to still try to, like you said, keep the ball rolling, invade the enemy jungle, play very aggressively. Yep. They still have that finger of death that Cuckoo wanted to obviously use in that last game.
They need to get like deep wards down.
Yeah.
Like some aggressive wards. So far, they just placed 1. This is fine. They need 1 more, preferably in the lanes.
Okay, they've got 1 in the hill.
But this is going to give away the ward.
Finger and 1 more right click.
I think it's not worth though for him. I don't know, I don't feel that's too good. Because that kill, he blew a long cooldown spell,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna give away the position of the ward. So I'm not too sure if that was entirely worth it, but then again, I felt like maybe he also didn't have a choice when he placed the ward and he saw a hero, then he's just like, whatever, kill him. So we're gonna see this ward getting rewarded shortly after this, and state of the game wise, VP has slowly stabilized the game. They got a few very important kills, like I mentioned, that they need to do. And PL is still halfway to his defusal,
Dire's top tower
slowly
is
getting back
under
into the
attack.
game.
Yeah, you know, the tools that you mentioned, they have the blink on Ursa now, and of course the Max X on the Kunkka really allows them to start getting these free picks.
The team fight as well, let's not forget the curse, the boat, the global silence. Without BKB, that team fight is very, very scary.
Yeah.
They do have the decrep to sort of counteract the curse. You can decrep the curse target, but that's about it. Assuming if they don't get the global silence off. When there's global silence off, then there's nothing to stop them.
There is no answer to global silence until BKB comes out, which is going to be a while here for TNC.
Yep, they're gonna smoke. Like they have to keep the ball rolling.
Oh, they're going to run right up a hill here, Roger. Okay, Gus is going to miss.
Oh, he thought they were doing Roche. Oh dear. Another move botched here by TNC.
I don't think TNC actually thought that there was a ward here. That ward is still allowed to stay alive.
I thought they pinged it. Oh, never mind. Maybe they just didn't know. But they're still smoke up with the IO and the Lion. They're trying to find an opening here. You kind of see that they're quite desperate to get the ball rolling. They're trying to squeeze any sort of small advantage at anything they can get right now.
I'm not sure if TNC could actually take a 5v5 fight though. The
No,
team fight,
I think they definitely can't. They have to go for like a pick off, like some small kill, wait for the dagger on TA maybe, and go for another play.
Which is always very awkward for a Drow lineup. I feel like as a Drow lineup, you want to be five-manning into the tower, and if a fight comes, you just overwhelm them.
This is because of the failed smoke game, the first smoke, where they got counter-killed by the Wyvern's ultimate near the shrine.
Uh-oh, the X is going to be available onto Armel. I don't think they were going to force anything here. Just drop a couple of spells.
Yeah, if they want to kill him, they need the Ursa to be nearby.
Oh, the boat's going to get committed. They still have global available.
It's okay.
Okay, they jump in. The Torrent will hit as well. They're just burning him down very slowly. They commit the global for this, but with a full magic wand, he has the refraction, and he might be able to blink away. He does. Meanwhile, simultaneously, it looks like Raven just killed the Ursa here.
Yeah, Ursa was trying to kill him.
Oh, okay, and then he had teammate backing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was global use. Oh, that's a big opening for TNC. Can TNC use this duration? The shrine? Do they have are they gonna smoke, or they should maybe try and get Roche? I think Roche could be a good option here for TNC.
Yeah, bow was also used, although that has a very low cooldown.
Yeah, that's a short cooldown. It's not a big deal.
Actually, Winter's Curse being available is kind of scary in the Roshan pit, right?
True.
Yeah. You know what I kind of want to see? What if Cuckoo just solo smokes, drop some deep wards? Because you have the IR, right? Anybody you find, you just Hex, Impale, that's a kill?
They can do that for sure.
Yeah.
But they already used up two. I think they already used up two. They have only one remaining.
Okay.
You don't want to like use up all your smoke so quickly. And at the moment they have like three ops. I think they have too many wards on the same area. Like
I see.
and they are not able to play this area. So the vision that they have here is like essentially not that efficient.
Yeah.
Actually four on the same jungle. 4 wards on the same area.
You still get some benefits like seeing if heroes are farming there, seeing if smoke gank, but it's not a...
I kind of prefer to have at least one of the wards here.
In this area, right?
Yep,
like,
yep. Here or even around now, like maybe the lane of the bottom lane.
Oh, Roshan is being started. Of course, the Psionic Trap is going to see it out.
They didn't able to do it. They weren't able to do anything during the cooldown of the global silence. That's very worrisome. They didn't get a tower. They didn't go for Roshan. They didn't go for a swarm. Then Ursa is gonna probably be able to finish his Roche. Let's see. Oh, he's a bit afraid. They want to wait for the global 18 seconds cooldown.
Okay, the Crep retracting the word for now.
And TA does she have traps set up? Okay, there's traps top lane so they can actually shove this lane in. But bot lane there's no traps.
Virtus Pro is going to pop a smoke. Are they going to start things up? I mean, the trap...
global. They have global.
Okay, so this is kind of a bait, right? They want to force the team fight. It's going to be Cuckoo getting found. Cuckoo easily killed.
But they didn't use...
Oh, the courier is going to get rushed down by PL as well.
What was it inside the courier?
Just a smoke, but So that's
But
nice
that's
bit of gold.
Roshan. That should be Roshan down.
Yeah,
Can't fight.
they're gonna give up. Armel is just split pushing instead of.
Yeah, they can't fight without the burst from the Lion. The Lion is actually a huge source of the damage for TNC right now. The decrab into the finger, if they can do that. As Drow doesn't really have ways of dealing too much, like doing damage in the fights, because there's the cold embrace from Wyvern, and she doesn't have BKB, so it won't be easy for her to run in and hit people. Same as for the TA though, even though TA is relatively farm, but without BKB it'll be difficult for her to dish out damage in team fights. And not to mention there's the cold embrace which also counters the TA, so they have to try and jump and kill the Wyvern first in the fights.
All the players behaving very well. I have unmuted them all.
Really?
They are free.
TI man, everyone is extremely focused about
That's true.
the current objective of the game. So VP secures the Roshan, they're about to finish a Basher on the Ursa, PL. Could go Manta this game. Manta is pretty useful. To remove the silence from the draw, remove the decrab maybe. So what about TNC? They're gonna get their crucial BKB soon. TA is halfway, actually more than halfway there. Draw is halfway there. I think this is the timing they have to wait for the 2 BKBs to come online and then look for a fight. And their objective right now is to try to just shove the lanes out, play around each other. And maybe the Pugna is the only one, or the TA can use the traps to shove out the dangerous lane.
Yeah, I don't think TNC is able to look for a head-on fight until they have triple
not now.
BKBs, or at least double.
I don't think they'll have triple BKBs. They're gonna have 2, and Pugna is just gonna have a 4-star or maybe an A on this.
Yeah.
I think that's the direction that he wants to go for at the moment. It'd be nice if they can get a dagger on the Lion too, but that's at this point that's a luxury if they can actually get a dagger on Cuckoo. TNC definitely trying to just avoid fights right now, and VP in the driver's seat at the moment, despite how farm the TA is.
VP will take this tier 1 tower without too much of a fight. Armel very afraid, and that's kind of playing versus Kunkka. If you don't see where the Kunkka is, and you're sieging a tier 1 tower, you could just get TP'd on, X'd, and you're just dead.
Or you can try to dodge the... I mean, it's possible to dodge the...
It is possible,
the
but
X torrent.
very difficult.
With the dagger, yeah. So, he's still really cautious like you mentioned. He's not really hitting the tier 1 at bot.
Yeah.
It's just like letting the siege to do the job. There's a Grave.
Oh. Tower gonna get denied.
Yep, but at the same time, look at Tims and Raven. They're on the top side of the map. This is how they want to play. The Io and the Drow on one lane, and his teammates far away. Like, they have to spread heroes across the map. Find whatever farm they can, push whatever lane they can. And maybe the supports, I think only the Lion will do, like, trying to break the smoke if they sense danger. Or the Io using his life to save the cause with relocate. So those are the few things that they have to try and do in the next few minutes until the Aegis expires, and hopefully they take a good fight with the BKB. Which is, I think, already there for the... Yeah, Tia already has the BKB. Drow is still about 800 gold away.
Yep.
No bot lane.
Relocate up top here, or bottom rather. Okay.
Oh, it does stop the...
It does cancel the relocate.
It does cancel the relocate.
Unless I don't think he manually canceled it, and now it's going to be, well, Sam H in a lot of trouble. No, he's going to decrep himself. There are traps available. Trap number 1 pops, but great torn by Roger in the background.
Oh, then it's a great counter.
It is a straight up counter.
It's like every time he just does that, the relocate just...
You hear the relocate is global. Well, I mean, it's not that bad at the end of the day, right? You trade a relocate for a global. Can you actually do something now that global is down?
Not without the Drow BKB though, I feel. I'm not sure. They can try to go for like maybe a pick off, but not a head-on fight. Aegis is still there for another like what 30 seconds, a minute?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not like Ursa really needs Aegis. He is pretty unkillable.
As long as he has the boat, the Wyvern, and the Silencer to back him up. Actually, any 2 of those 3. He doesn't really need everything. So they're gonna place wards at top. Like you mentioned, Kunkka really good at setting up a defense if your team is like pushing a tower and the enemy is not defending. So that's what Roger's doing here.
Really like these wards being set up as he hides in the trees. Just give you all the extended vision of X.
Yep, and they have a ward in the enemy jungle as well. So, like I mentioned time and time again, very important to have wards in both sides of the jungle, so you know, preferably both shrines as well. You know anyone steeping to the shrine? Are they moving bot, jungle, top jungle, so you can react accordingly, play accordingly towards their reactions.
Looks like they're going to try to make a play here against the Wyvern, but it's going to be no one getting found. He does have the Age of Immortal. Pasha looking for the curse. Okay, there is a curse, but it hits absolutely nobody, and they're going to keep canceling that Blink Dagger. Aegis going to go down. Lion does not have any stuns available. They're looking for a Gust play, I believe. Or they're going to just right-click him down. No one's going to turn and fight. Going on Armel. Armel goes and Vits for now. They will take down the Ursa. And that's pretty much it.
I think he had to wait a bit to get a better... Like, the only way he saved him is to get a better curse.
Better curse, right? And because he had 2 life, I think he could have been a little bit patient.
Yeah.
I felt like Pasha kind of just jumped the gun there.
Yep. Mistakes were made. Like, everyone makes mistakes, so... Right now, they are going to have to deal with the fact they don't have Aegis, but the X...
Well, Cuckoo has a haste, and now the relocate's going to come in. The Global just a tad late, but it's going to save him regardless.
But still, like, that's blowing a long cooldown spell to save a support.
Yeah.
Still... Let's see whether TNC can actually play, like, use this opening to...
I think they can. Raven just finished his BKB. Like, this is a very good time.
They should be able to get at least 1 to 2 towers here. They have to.
Okay, that's going to be Cuckoo in a little bit of trouble. No curse just yet. The bounty rune not being selected either. Maybe Pasha's going to take it. Cuckoo's going to come back for it. Here comes the Ursa. Okay, bounty rune secured, but 2 supports dying as a result. Courier flying by. Maybe that's going to die too. That's going to be his BKB being delivered. Maybe they can set up a fight. Raven looking for the TP out. Curse is available, but he does not have vision.
Gosh, I thought that was actually really close.
Oh, Kunkka finds one. Wow, activates a 10-second BKB.
Oh, that was a great play there by Roger. Okay. So they have 1 BKB down, but they still have the Drow BKB. They have to wait for the 2 supports to come alive and try to walk down 1 lane and push as a group. Or maybe smoke. I think they have 1 last... Oh wait, do they have a smoke?
You're talking about TNC here?
Yeah, TNC. No, they don't have smokes
No
yet.
smoke on them right now. Also, I really like the way that the Dire heroes are itemizing. Look at Kunkka, he's going for a Crimson Guard. Wyvern going for already has a Solar Crest finish, so just very good defensive.
Yep, and Silencer has a Ghost Scepter, which is perfect against the TA.
Gonna be really hard to fight into this rather defensive.
I mean, their heroes is like they save each other, you know. It's very difficult to like, oh, I want to kill this guy, but you can't ignore the other guy. So team fights is still gonna be difficult for them to take, even though they have this double BKB on Drow and TA. They have to be able to, let's say, perfect scenario. They have to be able to kill the Wyvern and maybe the Wyvern and Silencer. You engage both of them at the same time and kill them both. Because if you actually catch them with the Lion, the Wyvern is still gonna die. But for that to happen, you need your Lion to have a blink.
Yeah, which Cuckoo has been. I mean, he's actually close.
Yep, it's not that far away.
Yeah.
But then again, like if the Roshan is gonna spawn soon. If he can't get the blink before the Roshan spawns, then I think VP is gonna secure the second Roshan. I think that would mean that the game will be very, very difficult. This Roshan is extremely important. TNC has to be able to contest this Rosh. They can't give away this Rosh. It's already up.
No one is finishing his BKB as well. I think for VP they want to definitely wait for no one's BKB before they go into the Rosh.
What else are they waiting for? I think that's pretty much it.
Crimson.
Crimson would be nice.
A little bit far away.
Not that far though. Like another 300 goal, 400 goal.
All right, Roshan is scouted. And I do believe the traps are being killed. So.
Tense moments here. Both teams understand that this Roshan is going to decide the fate of the game here.
Yeah. No one very close to his BKB. I think just one more camp.
They're just like trying to scout out, not trying to commit in. But it's what we call like in out in. They're just trying to bait stuff, try to, you know, get whatever information they have, but at the same time not fully committing for a fight, waiting for a better opportunity. Well, in this case, it's waiting for their items to be completed.
By the way, Lion Blink that you mentioned finish, he buys a smoke for himself, so he temporarily shows a blink.
This has to work. This smoke.
On the mid lane, they see the blink on the okay, X back here on Armel. He is control. Does not pop the BKB, and as a result, he loses a ton of his HP. He then pops the BKB, and the curse is gonna lock him down. Armel relocate defensively. The global cancels it, so that's gonna be one. It's gonna be a secondary one as well as Io dies. Huge KOs coming in. They both have buyback, but that's going to be a very expensive, and they will use these buybacks, I believe.
Oh dear.
Are they using it?
Silencer is a hard counter to that.
Yeah, it is. Not using that TA buyback just yet, Roshan.
But he doesn't have BKB, so even if he buyback then...
No, he has to. It is low. And do they have any way to jump in? I'm not too sure. They see it, and now Lion blinks in! He's looking for the kill! Does he get it? No, he doesn't. Alright, that was anticlimactic as hell, and now Ursa jumps out. We're looking for Raven. Raven pops a BKB, but again, it's just people sticking right in his face. He's turning around, going on no one. No one will die. Silencer drops as well. Ramsey has the Aegis of Immortal. He gets gusted back. Armel's okay for now as well. Sam H in a very terrible spot. He's gonna just TP out. Yeah, he makes it home.
Force Staff, that is why Force Staff is regarded by many one of the best items in the game.
Yeah, it's nerfed repeatedly throughout all the patches, but it's a very, very common buy. I'm going to watch that one more time here. Great attempt to steal. I think Cuckoo thought he was going to take the Roshan kill with the Impale. After Impale kind of just stood there, I was like, wait, why did Roshan not die? Raven, again, a little bit late on the BKB. But huge damage output between Raven as well as Armel.
The Maelstrom.
Yeah.
He's going to want to get an axe after this to deal with the PL. But that was still a really good attempt by TNC because they understood how important was that Roshan.
Yep.
So at the very least, I think they forced the... Did they force the cheese at least? I think cheese was used.
Let me check. Yeah, cheese is gone. So Aegis still alive. Cheese gone. Who had the cheese, by the way? Was it Ursa?
I think it should be the Ursa. Someone else. I didn't see it, but I knew cheese was gone.
Yep. I also did not pay attention to Wyvern's positioning. I didn't really see whether the curse was super good or not.
But at the end of the day, like all the BKB charges are being used. Like once they go down low, then like even with the BKB, it feels like the team fights are still difficult. But I think going into late game, if the draw actually gets to the point where you get the Aghanims with the Mjolnir. Oh no, you don't have to get Aghanim, sorry, because there's the
IO will always tether to you, so you just have 3 Aghanims. Solo. Lobo immediately used, and Sam H... Oh, Force Sap up to the high ground. He's fine for now, self-decrep. And he's going to pour home, but the X is going to cancel that TP. Sam H going to go down. Simultaneously, looks like they've traded Wyvern for the line. Sam H still somehow alive, but will get chased down by the rest of Virtus Pro.
Yeah, they still have to be careful of this damage output though. This draw, if they can't actually get close on her with the IO tethered, she can deal an immense amount of damage in
look at this
team fights. Yeah, look at the damage. They actually still have the ability to kill heroes really quickly. If somehow they jump the...
Is that what happened in the last team fight? Or do you think IO wasn't 15 then?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think it still stays the same. If they can actually focus someone with the Lion and then or focus someone else with the Drow and then the Lion gets the Wyvern is taken out, then they can actually have a lot of damage to kill someone.
And then likewise, it's Wyvern's job to kind of disrupt the IO Drow combination, so...
I feel like it's important for him to have an A on this, so on the Winter Wyvern this game.
Sure.
Like all the items he's going is fine, like the Aether Lance and whatnot, but I think the hammer is a bit too far of a stretch, even though we saw it from Universe earlier and it worked well. But this game I felt like because he's such an important composition in a team fight that the enemy has to kill him first to be able to have a chance to win the team fights. So if you think about that, then you will feel that Aeon this is something that you want to have to eliminate any chances of the enemy winning the team fight.
Also, I want to say that in the Universe Fnatic game, he needed the Blink Wyvern ult as an initiating tool, but in this game you had Kunkka for that setup. So I feel like there's less of importance for him to go for that kind of chain stun combination.
Yeah, that is true. And not only that, they have the Ursa to jump in, maybe get a lucky bash to start fights. Not that reliable, but also a possible way. Yeah, you jump in with the Ursa and then you global right after that, if you don't want to save the global for the relocate.
Well,
but I think he's just going to do that the whole game. He's just going to wait for the relocate, cancel the relocate, and yeah, that's his job. And TNC is still trying to find an appropriate opening for them. They don't get me wrong, they still have a lot of damage. They're gonna be if they find someone on their own or they get a good initiation from a Lion, they're gonna be able to kill stuff very, very easily. And at this point of the game, because they have all these traps around the map, they can easily split push, shove out the lanes, Whereas for VP, because they're playing against a relocate, they still have to be somewhat cautious, you know, about how they push out the lanes. So as you can see now, and now the map control is still in TNC's favor. 2 lanes being pushed out, and they're gonna send back the Lion to deal with the bottom lane. And they're gonna definitely try to still keep a good spread of heroes across the map. They don't want to have too many heroes in one side of the map.
Glimmer Cape here on Pugna. And looks like he's picking up a plate mail for Lotus Orb, I imagine, to get rid of the global silence.
Yep. Like I mentioned, the D-Crab can be a good way of saving against the Winter's Curse.
Yeah.
So Lotus Orb is going to make sure that he can do that against the global silence.
Cuckoo, very close enemy, just playing with fire here.
So once VP takes care of all the lanes, they move down to 5 heroes into 1 lane.
Oh, blinking in, activating that BKB, looking for that lucky bash. Did not find it.
I guess that means it's end of the push. Yeah. I don't think they want to push without the BKB.
That was a 9-second BKB charge for that play.
Risky play, but didn't work out for them. So... Right.
To be fair though, if he did get the Lion kill, I think they could have possibly poked more into high ground.
Lion's gonna have buyback, so... And
That's
it's a
true.
support. I don't know.
VP getting all 4 bounty runes, extending that lead.
I think this is a point where they are going to want to look to get a gem to control the map, because TNC is trying to play this rat and mouse game. They're trying to speed up, shuffle out lanes, and all these traps. You know, you cannot underestimate all these traps on the lanes. You have to like get either you buy a lot of sentries to kill them, or you need to get a gem.
Yeah.
Like TA's traps are actually so freaking annoying.
I mean, as you can see here, the trap just one-shot the creep wave.
relocate.
Bottom side global, it's gonna cancel that relocate, but Lion, he's out. Blinks in the trees.
Oh, that's actually really good for TNC.
Yeah, trade it again, relocate for global.
And he got out, so nothing of value was lost. But in this game, we've always seen like when global's on cooldown, TNC doesn't seem to be able to capitalize on, or, you know, force a play. They're still very cautious of the team fight of VP. Even though they don't have global, the curse, the bolt, they're still really strong in engagements.
So let's talk about kind of maybe 10 minutes down the line, ultra late game, or rather late game. Who's got the better lineup for that?
I think Drow is actually really strong ultra late game with this Aghanim on.
I mean, you assume the IO gets to fully tether on him the whole fight, which may or may not happen.
Yeah, but I feel like they have the damage to kill them if they get a good engage, as long as, like I mentioned, timing. This Wyvern has to be the first one to go down. Okay, he has A on this now. Okay,
right.
never mind that.
So that changes everything.
That will change everything, because then they will have to get a nullifier on the TA.
Which he has. Nullifier, I think he's he's building towards it, or he was thinking of building toward it, and now he's changing to the Hex instead.
I think once you see the A on this, you probably just want to get nullifier. I mean, I think he realized after that, oh, okay, this game I have to get A on this on Wyvern. It's like this item is very important for the heroes, that the saving heroes. You know, you have to stay behind far enemy lines. You have to stay back. You have to wait for a right opportunity to come out, and you can't afford to get caught out first. And Aeon this is always perfect on those heroes. And at this point of the game right now, third Roshan is gonna spawn anytime soon. VP makes a smoke right about Roshan. The Roshan time, so they're hoping to get a kill, maybe a pick off and into a quick Rosh.
Critically, this fight, Pasha does not have the Aeon disc, so
doesn't he have it? Oh, he didn't buy it.
He's got the gold, but
I think he should buy it though. Like if you have Aeon this, you don't need buyback. That's how I feel.
Cuckoo possibly looking to break some smokes, just hanging out in behind trees. Checking out both teams' visions here.
Yeah, he's buying the Aeon this. He's sending it over.
Okay, Lion gives away his position temporarily. Roger kills a trap. Very tense moment again, right before the Roshan.
Yep. Like even though VP is a hit, they are fairly cautious about how much damage the TA and Drow can do in the team fights. They have to make sure that they don't give away like their positionings too hastily, because if Lion catches someone important, they can still blow him up really quickly. But now with the Aeon this, I feel like it just got so much harder for TNC to win the fights, because they can't kill this Wyvern, so they can only try and kill maybe the Conquer, but Conquer is not even that easy of a kill target, because he has this Crimson Guard and he has the Talisman of Evasion, and I don't think they have any MKBs.
Yeah, and they had to do it through Goatball as well. Like, it's not just the two core hitting, but also the supports providing finger or stuff.
I think ideally right now they still want to try to split the map if possible.
Gonna run right into the team here. He blinks away quickly. Blink forward is Roger. He does have an A on this. Coming in huge here, and now it's gonna be BKB activated by Raven. Global is still hanging out. Global is gonna come out now, and then Raven just kind of just run away. No bashes just yet. This is a nice reset.
This is really good for TNC.
Yeah, TNC could just heal up on the shrine and re-engage. Roshan, by the way, spawning very, very soon. So both cores traded BKBs.
This draw is actually extremely strong right now with the butterfly.
Yeah.
They have no MKBs on the Ursa or the PR. This is a risky move. They're going into the Roche here. I think TNC did they have a trap there? I mean not.
They did. They had a trap, but it died.
Way too quick. Okay, never mind. I don't think they can reach on time. Way too quick. The solar crest cluster is no way. They reach on time.
Uh-oh, that's going to be engagement starting things out. It's going to be onto the Winter Wyvern. The big bolt's going to come through. No BKB protecting the Drow Ranger. Ramsey as well as no one going right onto the Io. Io's dead, and Raven without any backup support. No BKB helping out either. The Creptify coming in and the life string. Raven's still alive, but alive for what? As he's going to get corralled and ganged up by the rest of VP. Good TP out by Sam H, somehow living through all of that.
Well done, Decrep TP, and there was no mana on the Kanka. And Armel did a really good job in the fights. Not sure if you caught that. He just went behind. He killed because Wyvern didn't have A on this. He just died to
Hex.
the TA.
Yeah.
And he killed the Silencer as well. They were both behind the enemy lines.
So they're gonna be able to pick up a freebie as well with the neutral come in.
So tanky.
He is tanky thanks to that Crimson Guard. And now it's going to be TA in a lot of trouble. He's going to try to turn on Roger. The splash is going to be enough. Gem is hitting the deck, but they will get the prize kill.
Yep.
Looks like Lion has also.
Look at his talents as well. You don't often see a lot of Conquest going to armor, but this game is really good.
Armor and health regen.
Armor and health regen that allowed him to stay alive, and he's going to have this Hellbird up soon. And that's going to be a very critical item against this TA and its Drow.
Here's the thing though, with that refresher shard that we haven't really talked about, they either have double silence, double global, so global through BKB, or Wyvern has 2 curses and 2 discs.
I actually think it's quite hard to decide whether the curse or the global. Like both are.
I mean, both are excellent.
Yeah, both are equally good.
Yeah. Well, Virtus Pro really forcing out buybacks at this point. TA's got him, but probably needs to use it. Sam H just has to decrypt and protect the ward. But look at that Drow Ranger just killing. Nice, blinking in, hexing, looking for Impale, but Cuckoo now. Defensive Yules is going to come out. Curse though, huge. Cutting off a lot of that damage from the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger in a bad spot. Global number 1, global number 2 is available as well. That force that pushing him in the wrong direction. Raven uses the BKB right before he dies, so now he buys back without having BKB available. I do believe VP's had enough though. They will back off. They still have the refresher shard available.
And PR is out of mana, so they don't really have to, force things too much.
So that last engagement was double buyback from both the Templar Assassin as well as the Drow Ranger.
Yep. Oh, he finds a okay. He finds a regen. Why not? He finds a regen.
They're back.
This is gonna keep the push going, and like
I think VP's gonna break the base here.
Oh wait, where's the refresher shot? Use it?
He passed it on. Wyvern has it.
He passed it to Wyvern.
Man, that curse was so big against Raven just now. Okay, X. Uh-oh, damage. Nice defensive force up. Hex is gonna come out. Where's the curse? Looking for it on the back line here. Armel backing up with the BKB. Damage is there. Nice Gus pushing back, but who's protecting the racks? BP running back for now. Very low is the Ursa. Ursa dropping super low. Will survive through that one.
Look at that draw, man.
But the heal from Wyvern is going to be there. Samish, Impale, they will trigger the Aegis of Immortal. Do they have a Hex available onto the Lion? Lion in position, Hex cooling down, using up. Hex is going to be there. Damage, Curse. Curse is going to be available. Again, shutting down the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger losing about half her HP. Everyone is going to disengage. Cuckoo jumping forward. They're going to try to kill the PL. Double gangering away, moving that illusion, nice micro, but he is going to get splashed down as well. All the range and splash damage of Raven.
This Drow Ranger with this Aghanim from the IO and the Milner, he's just doing an absurd amount of damage in the fights, and BP didn't really like. I think they have to kill someone with the curse though. Like every time, he can't just use it as like a disable to lock. He has to like instantly kill someone with it. And now we see a relocate, one of the few rare ones completed in the game.
Yeah.
Getting a huge pick up here onto the silencer, which is going to.
And they're gonna just keep going.
It's going to force the buyback. I think at least the silencer and the. Oh, the Wyvern doesn't have buyback.
Wyvern does not have buyback, and he's got the shard. The double buyback's gonna get used, and TNC
This is huge.
is gonna back it off for now. TNC has been.
They did not respect the damage from the draw. I told you this draw with the IO, they cannot be, you know, too disrespectful to it. They just dove into the tier 4s. They didn't finish it. They didn't target the racks. They tried to kill heroes. And Raven was just sitting on the sidelines. He was beside and tethered with IO, and he was just like right-clicking, doing damage. And despite the core embrace to try and, you know, mitigate some of the damage, but he still dealt so much from the chain lightnings.
This is going to be a big fake back here by TNC. Cuckoo looking for a jump. Keep in mind that buybacks were used on both Wyvern, or sorry, on the
Silencer and PL.
Silencer and PL. So any kills on them,
That's their win condition. If they kill PL,
PL in particular, yeah, that's a big one. But hard to do it through 2 Winter's Curse. It looks like the shard is passed back onto the Silencer for now. So double global is what we're looking
I don't know,
at.
I feel like PL needs to buy a blink though.
Why is that?
He needs to close the gap to kill the draw. I feel like he needs the blink to be able to do that reliably.
You know, I don't think it's about the draw. I feel like it's about the IO. Because IO is providing so much.
Yeah, then it's the same thing.
Same thing. You break up the combo.
Yeah, you blink to the IO and just kill him first, and then you global so that they can't relocate out. Without blink, he's like not able to do it. I don't know. I think that's really important when I see PLs and they're up against heroes that they have to absolutely like close the gap on. Blink is always a very, very good option for him.
He's max slotted, so I don't even know what he's gonna drop.
The boots? I think if you get blink, you're gonna replace it with like the boots.
He just swapped out Tread.
Solo, no buyback. Oh, what a stun!
Okay, that's gonna catch. Oh, nice heal coming through, giving them time, and now Ramsey just diving in Curse, coming on the right side. No one taking quite a bit of damage. Global number 2 is gonna come out. Tim's being focused, juking around right now, and it's gonna be Raven taking a bunch of damage. Okay, that's global number 2 coming out. Tim's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, and they're just running down the IO. Clearly identifying that without the IO, Raven just doesn't
cannot
do
afford
anything.
to die here. Raven cannot afford to die here.
He's juking. He forced staff. He's gonna look at TP out.
No
Look at the damage.
2 cores, no buyback.
Yeah, 2 cores, no buyback. I think it's just run the other direction.
Oh, that's just the double global there. Okay, maybe after that, I think the double global is better than the, the double curse.
I mean, the first global, all the cores pop the BKB, but the second global, that means no decrep defensive. Line doesn't do anything, and of course, IO doesn't do much either. Cuckoo, by the way.
It might seem a bit premature, but they had no vision in that area, so he just decided to global because they were on the high ground.
Yeah.
Cuckoo just trying to buy as much time as he can, shuffling the creep wave, but right now there's a creep wave coming in the mid lane. It's still gonna arrive in about 10 seconds, maybe 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
And they have no buyback on the 2 cores. There's no way they defend against this, I think. They have to give up like at least 1 lane at least.
Yeah.
I think maybe even the second lane.
Ursa buys BOTs, joins a push. There's a glyph protecting the
I think
tower.
to force the throne, no, that's the question, because they definitely knew that the Tia and Drow had no buyback.
We'll see if they're gonna force. No, they're gonna go for the very safe second lane of racks.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
The rest of VP zoning out as the cores shredding through these Raxes.
Radiant's bottom tower
Virtus Pro looking poised to add another victory to their group stage run. Heard the X going out.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Looks like just TP back to get some regen, and now jumping in Cuckoo out of this game for another minute.
Radiant's top
And the GG might be forced out. Both cores back in about 10 seconds, but they really need that Lion to actually get that critical Hex in. We're gonna see some Mega Creeps right now.
Yeah, it's definitely Megas. They can defend with the Drow,
Yeah, they definitely can defend.
with the tether.
But
Radiant's top barracks has
Well,
fallen.
VP is just gonna go back. Roshan is about to be spawning soon. So they're gonna just get that and end the game. Shrine, Roshan, and try to end the game.
Radiant's
TNC has 0
top
buybacks, right? Available.
Radiant's
Pugna is buyback.
has fallen.
I'm not sure how important the Pugna buyback is. I feel like Raven and TA is...
Yeah, of course. The Tia and the Drow is the 2 most important heroes in their composition. Those are the 2 that you want to have buybacks on. Tia is going to have buyback in a minute, so the next fight he'll have buyback. Drow will have buyback in also 1 minute.
funny thing is that even with the Mega Creep, Drow's like, yeah, I'm gonna just shred through them.
He just needs teams next to him. So they are going to try and contest this Roche. They don't want to give away this Roche. I think we saw what happened when Silencer had the refractor shot. They just can't win the fights.
They were silenced for so long that
12 seconds.
I thought it was still the first global before they fire off the second one.
Oh, VP here trying to just get a pick off.
Okay.
Raven's on the high ground. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage.
Global's going to be there. He pops the BKB, and well, he's invis for now. But the Bashes is true. The Bashes are real. Virtus Pro, and looks like that's going to be a defensive relocate. Lion going to get X back. Nope, looks like defensive Yule's going to pull him out of the X, but it does not matter. GG's called by Armel, and Virtus Pro takes another W. That's going to improve their score to 5-2. 20k victory over TNC.
Still a very good showing by TNC though. This game definitely felt like they were in control at certain points of the game, but they were not able to capitalize on the first few. I think the globals where they use it to save someone, but they weren't able to try to get Roshan or force any towers. They were just like farming. But at the same time, I understand that it's quite hard for them to team fight. Even though Global's down, there's still the curse, there's still the boat. It's not easy for them to team fight. But at that